Season of the Force is happening now through May 11th, and it brings with it specialty food, merchandise, Hyperspace Mountain, fireworks, plus new this year, you can meet Luke Skywalker, and there's a new projection show.
Today, we're gonna go through all the experiences here for a complete guide for Season of the Force. Let's check it out.
So since the projection show and the fireworks happen after dark, Jason and I decided to start our adventure with some galactic cuisine. This year, Disney has created over 20 special food and beverage offerings for Season of the Force, running from March 28th through May 11th. There's a mix of returning favorites and exciting new galactic treats. New this year is the fried cheese skewer with crispy potato and mustard cheese dipping sauce.
It's super delicious, and I love mustard, so we made a mustard cheese sauce with it. And today, a lot of our guests have been enjoying it. It's doing really, really well.
It's really good.
The spiced milk tea.
The spice is just going to be from our cinnamon, a little bit of clove and stuff like that. So that's the spice. Not spicy like hot spicy, more of a flavored kind of spice.
After hearing about all these interstellar offerings, we decided to start with some savory options since it was lunchtime and we needed fuel for our Star Wars adventure. First up, the dewback chili noodles. The color is absolutely gorgeous. These vibrant greens from the Brussels sprouts and red cabbage really make this dish pop. The flavor profile is complex but delicious. There's a wonderful umami depth with hints of ginger throughout. It definitely has spice, but not spicy spicy.
It's not spicy at all.
Jason was hoping for something that would make a Wookiee breathe fire, but in all fairness, the chef did warn us that it had spice without being too hot.
Your stuff is way too spicy. I can't even eat your stuff.
That's your fault, not mine. You should eat more spicy food to level up your tolerance about spicy. That's what you should do.
Okay, you just take the coffee.
Next, we tried the fried chicken baos. These are a great dish, though they're definitely on the heavier side.
I don't know if there's a graceful way to eat this, but okay, here we go. The fried chicken is delicious. This is like juicy, crispy. It is seasoned. It is a little spicy as well, in the same genre of spice as the fettuccine.
Let me try. It better taste good.
很好.
还不错.
Of course, we had to try the Millennium Falcon chocolate lollipop. Jason is a huge chocolate fan, so there was no way we were passing this one up. It can double as a collectible if you can avoid eating it.
A little sweet, but not too sweet. Wow, very surprised.
Later that night, we finally got to try the fried cheese skewer, and it was incredible. It's definitely a heavier dish with the fried cheese coated in crispy potato, but the mustard dipping sauce does a brilliant job cutting through the richness and completing the flavors. This might be my favorite new item this year for Season of the Force.
It's really good.
Okay, with our appetites satisfied and our energy restored, we were ready to check out the exclusive merchandise that Season of the Force has to offer this year. There is plenty of new merch for Season of the Force this year, including this Hoth-themed collection inspired by the ice planet.
We also have this amazing new Darth Vader line. Great new hoodie. I love the details on the sleeve right there. This stylish new backpack. It has this gorgeous artwork of Darth Vader, one of the most iconic villains in the Star Wars saga.
And for the first time ever, you can create your own Star Wars headband by mixing plushes together on the headband. The plushes include Yoda, R2-D2, Ewok, Darth Vader, and a Stormtrooper. These are available at several locations throughout the park, including Bing Bong's Sweet Stuff and the Star Trader.
Very cute. Create your own headbands here at Disneyland.
Now, my favorite item, though it's technically listed as a food novelty, is the coaxium sipper. Not only does it tie perfectly with Smuggler's Run, but the canister pops open and lights up. It's both a collectible and an interactive piece for people with ADHD.
Hydration!
The Death Star bucket is another standout. It's adorably menacing and it lights up. Also, keep an eye out for the new remote-controlled droids that are coming out soon. It's definitely going to be a must-have for Star Wars collectors.
I think I'm going to see a lot of these rolling around at my friend's house soon. These become really popular.
I also had a chance to sit down with WDI and discuss the new nighttime projection show.
Shadows of Memory, a Skywalker Saga, is a whole different kind of experience that we've never created in our parks. So we chose the Skywalker Saga because most of the fans are familiar with the story in some way, and you're going to get to hear the story that you know so well in a whole different way. Last year, when we brought in Fire the Rising Moon, which is our fireworks experience at night, we created this character Tohan as a storyteller. We thought that the best way to kind of encapsulate how we tell a story in this world in a performative way is to have an old storyteller kind of around a fire. Like, it goes back eons for humanity. Why not in this galaxy would that not be the similar kind of thing that people gather around a fire to tell stories? And our character Tohan has basically traveled around the galaxy, encountered different people, learned these tales from others. So while he hasn't seen him with his own eyes, he's heard the mythology of Darth Vader. He's heard about the redemption by Luke Skywalker. And so now he's kind of created this presentation for us on what he's heard. So it may look similar to what you know, but also a little different. We're not leaning into exactly the images you're familiar with, but allowed us to tell the story in a cool new way that because we were using this sort of device.
It was still too early to catch the fireworks or the projection show, so we went in search of Luke Skywalker.
在 Season of Force 期间，他将第一次与观众再次见面。
Philip, it's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you as
Having
well.
a great day on the tube.
I am.
Under
It's a
these three
fantastic.
suns,
Yes.
yeah.
It was a little hot earlier, but it's nice. It's cooling down now.
Yes, that's the wonders of the tube. Would you like to join me for a holoscan?
Yes, please. You. Are we standing like this?
That's good. Great.
Okay, next it was time for the rides. Disneyland offers 4 rides to immerse yourself in the Star Wars universe. First, Star Tours. This is a classic. It's constantly evolving. During Season of the Force, you might encounter characters from Disney Plus series like Ahsoka, Andor, and The Mandalorian. There are over 250 possible storyline variations. On Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, we took control of the fastest ship in the galaxy. Whether you are a pilot, gunner, or engineer, this interactive adventure puts you right in the middle of your own Star Wars story. And yes, when you're piloting the ship, it does actually respond to your controls.
Push the flashing button to take off.
Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance continues to be one of the most technologically advanced attractions in Disney history. It's personally one of my favorite at Disneyland. Anytime I can get on it with a relatively reasonable weight, I do that.
There's nowhere to run.
Joining the Resistance in their battle against the First Order feels as thrilling as ever.
Tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
But the true seasonal highlight has to be Hyperspace Mountain, returning to Tomorrowland through May 11th. The classic Space Mountain coaster transforms into an epic Star Wars adventure where you'll dodge TIE fighters and X-Wings in the middle of an intergalactic battle. The projections and sound effects completely transform the experience. You really feel like you're speeding through a Star Wars battle. If you're a fan of both Space Mountain and Star Wars, this overlay is absolutely not to be missed. With all the rides conquered, it was time to experience the brand new nighttime offerings that make this season truly special. As night fell over Batuu, we gathered to witness the brand new nighttime spectacular that Disney created exclusively for Season of the Force. Shadows of Memory, a Skywalker Saga, is the first ever projection show to debut in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Using the spires of Batuu as its canvas, this breathtaking show takes guests on a journey through the most iconic moments of the Skywalker Saga. I was absolutely blown away by the projection mapping technology. Like, it's crazy. The way they transformed the rock formations into scenes from across the galaxy was just, like, magical. I'm more of the dark side, and so the dark side section was just incredible with the rock looking like it was blown away. It's just crazy. And you know, what makes the show special isn't just the technical achievement, but how they've woven together a narrative that spans all 9 films. The iconic John Williams score perfectly accompanies each scene, and because of the shape of Galaxy's Edge, it really feels like you're watching almost a movie that then is extended out with the effects that they have all around you. Plus, you're just surrounded by fans, and it's just a great vibe. We've included the full video of Shadows of Memory linked below so you can experience it for yourself. Disney has also created a special way to experience the Disneyland fireworks from within Galaxy's Edge. Fire of the Rising Moons offers a completely different perspective on the Disneyland fireworks. Instead of viewing them from Main Street, you experience them from Batuu with Star Wars music and theming that makes it feel like you're celebrating a galactic victory. This was a great way for us to end our night at Season of the Force. The combination of fireworks, music, and the immersive setting of Batuu really is just, it's very different than the normal fireworks. We've included the full video of Fire of the Rising Moons linked below as well. This is the same show that happened last year, so if you saw it last year, you know what we're talking about. You can see how different the fireworks experience is from within Galaxy's Edge with the video below if you haven't seen it before. We are wrapping up for the night here at Season of the Force at Disneyland, and this is separate from the Star Wars nights. So Season of the Force is available to anybody who is in the park during that day, but there are separate Star Wars night tickets that are a separately ticketed event. But everything we've covered today is happening any day that you're here while the event is happening, which every day during the day. And except for fireworks, check the schedule for fireworks. Sometimes the fireworks don't happen on weekdays, but otherwise, yeah, separately ticketed event for Star Wars night. So, all right, thanks for watching, and see you next time in the parks. Bye.